So this is one of our favorite patients. She's had mini lift, which is basically a little incision that lifts this up. She looks fantastic. Really happy. We've done some lasers to work on brown spots. Now we're going to do a little bit of Juvederm in her lips. So contrary to Vibella, which is for lighter, this is Juvederm Ultra Plus, which is a little bit heavier. So it's going to give her more volume. It's also going to last, it lasts close to a year. And it definitely adds a little more volume than Vibella. So it's used for people that like just a little more volume in their lips. Sometimes we combine them if we're trying to do the lines. So she has a really pretty mouth, so I'm glad she's going to let y'all see. I'm going to start in this corner, and you'll be able to tell, you okay, that it adds some volume. It adds a little more volume than the Vibella. Oh, that looks good. Smile for me. Okay, relax. Now here I want her Cupid's bow. I want a little more fluff there. So this is the part. This part can, getting it iced helps a lot. But we want to make it like earlier you saw some, 12-year-old lips, which are fluffy. Okay, relax. But we can make it fluffy, and there's definitely an art to this. I'm going to give it a little bit of a lift. See, relax me. Now I'm going to give it a little bit more of a lift. That's the worst one. The filter column. I'm making that shadow. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
The numbing makes it hard for her to move. But you can definitely see how that is lifted on that side. And that's what we want, is the lift. Amy's just come in. Amy, are y'all doing some
BBL
next? You okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you can show them the difference. Can you see that? Did you show them the difference?
Mm-hmm.
So now we're going to build this filter column up, and I'm going to go in like this. That one does tend to. These fillers have lidocaine in them, and then she just needs that double. That's perfect.
That looks so good.
Here, open your mouth for me. So if you have a little bit, I'm taking it in. If you have a little spot where it bleeds for a second, you just hold a little bit of pressure. We do treat bruises here. We treat a lot of bruises. If you ever have one, we treat, I get them for mosquito bites, but this laser behind me is BBL, or broadband light. That looks perfect. Smile for me. Relax. As much as you can. Okay. So I'm looking at her lips. That side's a little bit bigger, so this side, that changes it. Ice right there for me to touch. So we're going to wait a minute, and it'll swell a little bit. The Juvederm probably swells a little bit more than the Vibella for sure, because it's a little bit bigger. And then it's, if you didn't like it or you ever had it, it can always be injected and made to go away quickly. I've only done that myself, and somebody else injected under my eyes. Since then, I do it on my own. I think Tish is wanting more filler. I think all of my staff needs a little Botox. I was playing on Snapchat and raised my eyebrows, and they went up, and I was like, oh no. Time for some Botox. Peyton just had a birthday.
It doesn't hurt that bad. It's
Good.
not.
Yeah, everyone loves birthday Botox.
So now she needs a little bit right there. And then I am going to save a little, but not one little fold.
That's what this is.
Is it? You see?
All right. Relax. That's it. That's perfect. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
So that was Juvederm. Quick and painless for the most part. It definitely, the bigger the molecule that you put in, the more you're going to feel it go in. You should have we'd like people to stop aspirin, ibuprofen. Might not,
That's great. No, I don't think I'll
but it
need
helps. It helps to stop it before. But we'll ice. Very rarely do you have a bruise you can't cover up, and there's no other way to add volume. So it makes putting on your lipstick more fun. It makes lip glosses more
I
fun.
love it. Dr. Petro's wonderful, by the way.
Thank
I needed to tell everybody that.
I appreciate it. You've got a pretty mouth to show, so thank you for letting us show it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Here, hold that ice for me for just a few minutes.